myself at all. Are you getting an echo or not? No echo, thumbs down. Yes, great, okay. Thanks, Jim. Okay, so as long as you've got a scarf and some kind of block, strap, book, something is about roughly that size, and don't make it too heavy. Don't get a hardback book, you'll regret it. Okay, so we're going to start lying down on your back, and you want to take your block and your strap or scarf halfway along the mat so that they're within arm's reach. And then just coming to lie down all the way on your back. Just taking the first few moments, allowing yourself to settle in. Starting to notice the weight of the heels and the backs of the calves. Starting to notice the weight of the back of the legs, the glutes. Becoming aware of any sense of discomfort, tightness in the lower body. Just paying attention to it. Within your practice, working within your own body's limitations and restrictions. Starting to notice the upper body, starting to notice the back of the spine and each vertebrae as they come into contact with the mat. And then slowly beginning to draw the shoulder blades underneath you slightly, so you're rounding up the chest. Finding more space across the front of the body. Noticing the backs of the arms, the backs of the hands. And starting again to just become aware of any sensations in the upper body and the shoulders, in the arms, elbows or hands. Taking 2 deep breath cycles, just starting to acknowledge and notice your own breath as it moves in and out of the body. And then beginning to deepen that sense of breath. So as you inhale, really try and descend and fill the belly, fill the chest, lift the collarbones. And as you exhale, lower the chest, empty the belly and start to engage the abdominals, draw the belly back down towards the ground, spine towards the mat. Inhaling, fill the belly, fill the chest, rise the body up. And as you exhale, empty the chest, empty the belly, draw it down. Taking one more breath cycle like that, really fill the belly, expand the chest, lift the collarbones, and exhale, let it all out, belly comes down. And then just take a few breath cycles, just becoming aware of your own breath as it draws in and floats out. Trying to count the length of the inhale and the length of the exhale. Trying to hold onto that breath count throughout your practice this evening. And then very slowly begin to plant the feet down onto the mat, bending the knees towards the ceiling. With your next exhale, I'd like you to draw focus to the front of the body and perhaps notice if the rib cage has flared. And I'd like you to try and think about drawing the rib cage in and down, You'll notice the pelvis gently tucking, but we're not forcing the lower back down against the mat, as is often cued. Instead, we're just finding engagement through the front of the body, and the pelvis will naturally adjust itself, allowing us to keep a neutral spine that does have bends in it, not a flat spine. Take a really deep breath in, push the hips down towards the ground, overarch the spine, and really open the rib cage wide. And as you exhale, draw the rib cage in and down, feel the pelvis gently tuck. One more time, inhaling, open the rib cage up. And as you exhale, draw the rib cage in and gently tuck it down. And then try to keep breathing with that rib cage engaged, the front of the ribs gently drawn together. With your next inhale, whenever that happens for you, I'd like you to reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, fingers point high. Turn the palm in to face towards the body, and then with your next inhale, really pull the fingers up, lift the shoulder off the mat. And as you exhale, draw the shoulder back down. Inhaling, lift the shoulder up, pull the fingers up. Exhale, draw the shoulder back down. One more time, inhale, reach the fingers high towards the ceiling. And exhale, draw the shoulder back down. Turn the palm so it faces up, fingers point towards the back of the mat. And slowly reach the arm all the way back behind you. Notice when the rib cage wants to start to open up. Notice when you're hindered by tightness in the shoulder. Take 2 breath cycles. With your next inhale, gently bring the arm up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're outside, and release the hand down by your side. Swapping sides when you feel ready. Inhale, reach the left arm towards the ceiling. Fingers active. With your next inhale, draw the left fingers higher towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder off the mat. And then exhale, gently encourage the shoulder back down and slightly underneath. Inhale, reach the fingers up towards the ceiling. Exhale, shoulder draws down and slightly underneath. One more time, inhale, reach the fingers up. And exhale, draw the shoulder back down. Turn the palm down, fingers pull back behind you. Keep the rib cage drawn in and slowly start to lower the arm back behind the head. Noticing when the ribs want to flare open. Notice if there's a difference one side to the other. Thinking about drawing the shoulder blade underneath the body. Fingers really actively pulling away. Taking one more full breath cycle. And then as you inhale, slowly reach the arm back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, bring the hand down by your side. Okay, keeping the rib cage tucked, we're going to reach both arms up towards the ceiling. With your next in-breath, pull the fingers towards each other, draw the shoulders off the mat, and then exhale, draw the shoulders down, tuck them underneath slightly, keeping the rib cage engaged. Inhale, reach the fingers up, pull the shoulders off. Exhale, shoulders come down and draw under. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the shoulders underneath, turn the hands. Keep the shoulder blades squeezing together, start to lower both arms behind you. Notice when the ribs start to expand. Taking 2 more breath cycles there. And then as you inhale, draw the arms towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, drop the hands down by your side. We're going to repeat bringing the arms up overhead and drawing them behind us one more time. You can choose to stay where you are with the knees bent. You might choose to take it up a little notch and walk the feet further away. You're welcome, if you feel like it, to extend the legs all the way down, but you've got to watch that rib cage. So taking the variation that fits you, when you next feel ready, inhale, reach the arms up. Keeping the ribs tucked as you exhale, draw the hands back, palms face up towards the ceiling. Taking 2 deep breath cycles, pulling the shoulder blades towards each other. And then as you inhale, slowly reach the arms up towards the ceiling and bring the hands down by your side. Good. With your next inhale, drawing both knees in towards the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees for a moment. And then start to invite some movement, moving up and down along the spine, eventually rocking all the way up to a seated position. And then we're going to roll over and find our way into a kneeling position. If the knees are okay with it, if they're not, you're welcome to sit cross-legged. So finding any position that you can sit in. Okay. Taking a deep breath, I'd like you to bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers towards each other, squeeze the heel of the hands together. Roll the shoulders back and start to encourage the hands to pull down. Again, notice if the rib cage flares and try and scoop it back in. Take one more deep breath cycle here. And as you exhale, I'd like you to bring both hands around into your right hip crease. Dropping the right shoulder down away from the ears, almost overemphasizing that pull down. And then grit the teeth, top and bottom of the front teeth want to grit together. Pull the chin back as if you were trying to create a double chin. And I'd like you to draw the ear of your left ear across to the left shoulder. Take 2 more breath cycles, keeping the teeth together. The chin gently drawing back and the shoulder dropping down. As you inhale, slowly come out. Draw the hands behind you again, ribs stay tucked, hands pull down and back. Taking one more deep breath cycle in. As you exhale, this hands draw around into the crook of the left hip. Shoulder pulls down, teeth draw together, create that delightful double chin. Pull the chin back and then drop the ear across to the opposing shoulder. One more breath cycle. Inhale, draw the head up. Release the arms and take a hold of your strap or your scarf, whatever you're using. So we're going to bring the strap, scarf, whatever, I'm going to call it a strap from now on. Walk the hands quite wide apart. With your next inhale, watch the ribs. Draw the strap up overhead. As you exhale, females especially, we tend to hyperextend the elbows, and when we go back, the elbows lock out and we create this broken arm shape. I'd like you to micro bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and invite the shoulders together. The arms come down behind the body. Good. As you inhale, keeping the ribs tight, draw the strap up, keep the elbows micro bent, shoulder blades squeeze together. And as you exhale, draw the strap down in front of you. So you can leave the arms there. If you felt like that was okay, you're welcome to walk the hands a little bit closer. If that was horrendous for you, by all means, walk the hands further apart. Same again, ribs draw in, arms reach up, elbows micro bend. At the top, squeeze the shoulder blades and encourage the arms down and back. Go on, Maddie, you're all right. As you inhale, bring the arms back up. And as you exhale, bring them forward. One more time. I tend to do everything in threes if you aren't familiar with my practice. So arms will either walk in or leave them where they are. Reach the strap up. Draw the ribs in, squeeze the shoulder blades, bring the arms behind you. Good. And then last time, inhale, bring it up. And then exhale, really sit down in front. Okay, get rid of the torture device, we'll come back to it.
You're going to bring yourself forward and find your way into the tabletop position on the mat. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. And fingers spread wide, so all 5 fingers really spreading wide across the mat. And then I'd like you to take a moment, just check in with the wrists. That crease line at the front of your wrist ideally wants to be in line with the top of your mat. So the fingers, the direction of your fingers might be slightly different to how you would normally leave them. And then I'd like you to draw the elbow, the inner side, the line of the elbow, and turn the elbows in slightly. Good. Okay, pushing through the hands, draw the rib cage in. You're going to hear me say that like a broken record tonight. So we're going to move through a few rounds of cat-cow. So as you inhale, start to lift the gaze, tilt the pelvis up. And then pull the hands back towards you. So you really start to fire up the lats, the serratus anterior. Good. As you exhale, push through the hands, round shoulders, round spine, gaze goes back to belly button. Inhale. Belly drops down, gaze lifts, hands really activate and pull back and around. Good. Exhale, push down, round, up and back. One more time. Inhale, lift. Pull the hands back. Exhale, round back. Good. Come to find a neutral position on the mat, finding a long spine. Good. Okay, we're going to warm up the wrists a little bit because they are going to be taking a bit of a load this evening. So keeping the elbows gently turning in, I'd like you to slowly pick up the heel of the hands, leave the fingers down. You see my fingers? I'm basically doing that. And then you're going to slowly lower the heel of the hand back down and lift it up again. Okay, as you exhale, we're going to lower down for a count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Good. Pick up the heel of the hands for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale back down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up for 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake out the wrists. And then bring the hands back down again. Okay, so we're going to repeat the exercises that we're about to do in a high plank later on. There will be an option to drop down onto the knees, but just so you're familiar that this is coming again. So finding your way again back into that quadruped position. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, I'd like you to think about dropping the chest down and draw the shoulder blades together. So we're not taking a cat-cow, we're just moving the shoulders. Good, and then push down through the hands, dome into the upper back. As you exhale, drop the chest down, draw the scapula together, squeeze the shoulder blades behind you, push down, round up. One more time, exhale, drop down. Inhale, push up. Good, come to find a neutral position again. And then push through the hands and imagine pulling them apart. So again, you should feel a bit more awakening through the upper back. Good, through the shoulders. Take one more breath cycle with that level of activation. And then gently soften the pressure off a little bit. Okay, you're going to pick up your right hand behind you, fingers face towards the hip. Good, turn the palm down. Sweep the arm all the way around to the front and then turn the palm in to face towards your head. Notice that you want to drop your head down, try and keep the head up. Wrap the little finger underneath so the palm almost faces up and try and lift the arm up. Take one more deep breath cycle in. Exhale, hand goes down and back again towards the hip. Guess how many more times we're doing it? Turn the palm down. Reach the arm around, palm faces in, wrap the little finger under, palm faces up, and then lift the arm as high as you can. Last time, sweep the arm back, turn the palm down, reach it around, little finger faces up, pull the arm high, and then tuck the left toe, straighten the leg out behind you. Keeping that arm active, draw the rib cage in and pick up the left leg, press back with the heel. Start to draw the right arm out to the right side and start to bring the left leg out to the left. Take that wonky aeroplane, draw the abdominals in and up. Take one more deep breath cycle in, bring the hand down. Good, and you're going to drop the leg down to the outside. Okay. Push down with the same hand as leg. And as you inhale, open up the opposing arm. Good, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, twist as if you're going to feed the arm through underneath. As if you're twisting towards the leg. Push down, open up. Exhale, feed the arm through. One more time, push down, open up. Good, and then plant the hand down. We're going to swap sides, so we're going to inhale, open up, same arm as leg. Notice the hip wants to open to make our top arm drop back. Try and pull the hip back down, squeeze the hip down, draw the thighs towards each other, and allow the movement to come from the thoracic spine instead of the hips. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, start to feed the arm through underneath, away from the hip. Draw the kneecap up on that straight leg. If you can, you're welcome to come all the way down onto your shoulder. If that's impossible, bring yourself down onto your book. Rest the shoulder on the book. Good. Bring the opposite hand closer to the face. Push down with the fingertips. Start to roll the top shoulder open towards the ceiling. Maybe see if gaze can follow up towards the ceiling. One more breath cycle. Push down with that hand. Open yourself all the way back up. Good. Bring the hand down. Bend the knee, bring it back into that tabletop position. Okay. Swapping sides, you're going to bring the left hand back along the hip. Turn the palm down, sweep the arm all the way around, bring it forward, little finger wraps under, palm faces up, lift the arm up. Slowly exhale, bring the hand back down by the hip. Palm faces down, reach it all the way out. Palm faces in, palm faces up, sweep the arm up. Last time, exhale, send the arm back. Open it out. Little finger wraps underneath. Really pull the arm as high as you can. Don't drop the head down to meet the arm. Good. Slowly tuck the right toes underneath. Matt's like, I thought yoga was easy. Pick up the right leg. Pull the right leg out to the side, left arm goes out. Draw the abdominals in and up. One more deep breath in, drop the hand down. Bring the right leg all the way out. Good. Okay. Ground down through the right hand. Inhale, open the left arm up. Exhale, twist towards the leg. Good. Push down, open up. Exhale, twist towards the leg. Inhale, open up. Exhale, twist through. Inhale to open. Plant the hand down. And then swap sides. Inhale, open the same arm as leg. Good. Exhale, feed the arm through. So you're going to twist away from the extended leg. If the shoulder doesn't come down because the hamstrings are too tight, come onto the block instead and rest the shoulder on that. Bring your left hand towards the face. Push through the fingertips. Try and roll the left shoulder open towards the ceiling. Gaze lifts towards the ceiling. And keep the quads active on that right leg. Pull the kneecap up. One more deep breath cycle. Push down through the left hand. Open the right arm up. Good. Exhale, right hand goes down. And bring the knee back. Find your tabletop. Good. We're going to move through one round of cat-cow just to reset the spine. So as you inhale, lift the gaze, hands pull back. And as you exhale, press down, fold body back. Good. Come to find a neutral position. So we're going to come into extended puppy. I don't know who names these things. You're going to keep the hips stacked over the knees. You're going to walk the hands forward. And where we see a lot of this, I want you to keep this active. I want you to push the ground away with the hands so you're engaging the upper back and draw the shoulders down. But you're not just collapsing. Active. You can rest the forehead. You can rest the chin. Just be a bit mindful of the neck if you're resting the chin instead. Taking 2 more breath cycles here. With your next inhale, start to lift the gaze forward. As you exhale, we're going to drop the forearms down. Tuck the toes underneath. Inhale, lift the knees and shift the weight forward to find the forearm plank. Take a deep breath in, gently lower the body all the way down. Good. Come onto the top of the feet. Draw the elbows underneath the shoulders if they're not there already. Push through the hands and then start to pull the hands towards you as you lift the chest. Okay, so we're going to start to wake up even more through the upper back. There are options here. Option 1 is to push through the hands, push through the tops of the feet, engage the legs, lift the kneecaps, and maybe start to dome it into the upper back and hold here as you exhale, and then inhale, come back up. Option 2 is to push down and lift all the way up, and then come back down, inhale. We're going to do 3. Take the variation that works for you. You're welcome to try both. Take both of them. Take a deep breath in. When you're ready, push through the hands. Either engage the legs and simply dome into the upper back, or pick up the hips. Come down, inhale, lift the gaze, come back and find space. Exhale, push down, take the variation that serves you. Inhale, come down, lift the gaze. One more time, exhale, push down, lift the hips, lower down, inhale to Sphinx. Exhale, come and lie all the way down on the belly, draw hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes. You can choose to come up through a high plank and back to downward dog. You can choose to come into a tabletop and then push back. But you want to make sure that the length is through the spine, not through the legs. To keep the knees slightly bent, really focus on finding length through the spine. Good. Making sure you're grounding down through all 10 fingers. Knuckles are firmly grounded for all of them. Micro bending the elbows, wrap the shoulders out away from the ears. Nice, Maddie, good adjustment. Draw the rib cage in underneath. Nice, Jeff. Take one more deep breath cycle in downward dog. Good, and then slowly start to bend the knees and walk the feet forward towards the hands. As you inhale, lift halfway, find length. Pull the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, bend the knees, fold the belly down to rest on the thighs. Relax the head. Inhale, straighten the legs, hands go to shins, press the hips back. Draw the crown of the head forward. Exhale, bend the knees, belly comes down to thighs. One more time. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, belly to thighs. Good. Plant the hands down. We're going to step the left foot to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toe. Good. Make sure that that knee, once you start to sink into your lunge, doesn't come past the ankle. If it does, just shuffle the foot a bit further forward. Good. And then as you inhale, we're going to reach both arms up. Take a deep breath in, draw the fingertips high. As you exhale, bend to the right elbow, bring the hand to take the left. Bend to the left, bring it onto the top of the right. I have dinosaur arms, so this is quite simple for me. I apologize for those of you that are born with lovely long arms. You're going to try and draw that whole framework down the back. Good, and then we're going to create that double chin again. So the tendency here is for the head to go forward. I'd like you to create a double chin and push the head back into the frame, keeping the rib cage tucked in. Keep sinking down into the front hip if you can, bend into that front knee. Take one more breath cycle, really push the shoulders open with the head. And then as you exhale, bring the body forward, release the hands. Good, ground down through the left hand. Squeeze the right knee in towards the midline, thighs squeeze towards each other. Draw the right arm up, so you're twisting towards the right knee. Good, keep squeezing that right knee in, squeeze both thighs towards each other, square the hips off to the front of the mat. Good. And then we got this one from Matt, so you have him to blame. You're going to bend the first 4 fingers, bring them down into the palm of the hand. Turn the thumb towards the back of your mat, towards behind you. And then we're going to cactus, pulling the shoulder blades together. And then inhale, reach the arm back up. Exhale, draw the arm down. Inhale, reach it up. One more time. Exhale, pull it down. Inhale, reach the arm up, release the hand. Right hand comes down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, set the back foot to the front of the mat. Good, inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. One more time, inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Plant the hands, this time left foot steps, right foot steps to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down. Untuck the back toes. Make sure the front knee and ankle is safely tracking, and then reach the arms up. This time left hand comes onto right elbow, right comes onto left. Again, pulling the framework down, really try and shrug the shoulders down. Tuck the chin in, use the back of the head to try and push the frame open. Keep the rib cage drawn in and sink down into the front hip. Taking one more breath cycle. As you exhale, release both hands to come down. Good, so we're going to squeeze the thighs towards each other. It just helps keep everything tight and it helps keep the hips level so that when we open, we don't ping the left knee out. When you're ready, ground through the right hand. Open the left arm up towards the ceiling. Good, so really squeeze the left knee in, don't let it wing out to the left. Good. And then slowly turn the thumb behind you, bring the fingers in. Exhale, cactus the arm, pull it down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale it up. One more time, exhale it down. Inhale it up. Release the fingers, bring the hand down. Good. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, step the back foot to the front of the mat. And then this time we're going to inhale, sweep and reach the arms, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release the hands down by your side. Okay, take a hold of your torture device again. Strap the scarf. Okay. So we're going to draw it fairly wide apart, but we are only bringing it up overhead, so we don't need to worry about having to be able to immobilize it behind us. Keep the strap overhead, and then I'd like you to cross your right leg over your left. Notice if the hips need to rotate and try and square them back around. Squeeze the shins towards each other. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, and as you exhale, start to draw the strap over towards your left side. Gently pushing the hip away slightly, but notice if the arms want to go forward or back and try and keep them in line with the ears. Take one more deep breath in, collapse the side body, roll yourself all the way down, staying open for as long as you can. And bring the shoulders and the strap down. Good, we're going to come up the other way. So you're going to roll your left arm on top and try and peel the body up and open that way around. Good, and then swap the legs. Again, squeezing the shins together, even if it means you need to slightly move onto the soles of the feet. Take a deep breath in, lean across, making sure ribs stay in, body stays neutral, as if you're in a toaster. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, collapse the body, come all the way down, eventually closing the shoulders at the bottom. And then peel the arms up, come up the other way. Good. And then release the legs, release the torture device. Okay, reach the arms up overhead, take a deep breath in. Ribcage stays tucked in. As you exhale, soften the knees, fold the body, come all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway, find length. Exhale, plant the hands, jump, step, or float both legs to the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in, high plank. As you exhale, lower chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, finding upward dog or low cobra, hands pull back. And then exhale, tucking the toes, pushing back to find downward facing dog. Micro bending the elbows, making sure the knuckles are down, including thumb and first finger. Roll the shoulders out away from the ears, push the ground away. As you inhale, raise the right leg high, pressing back with the right heel. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step the foot forward between the hands, shifting the weight forward. Good, so again, making sure knee and ankle are safe, shuffling the foot as far forward as you need to, rise onto the fingertips. Start to pull forward with the crown of the head, really pull the right hip back, pull the head forward. And pick up the arms, bring them alongside the body. Good, and then lift the rib cage and the belly just off the front thigh. Good, as you inhale, keeping the chest where it is, reach the arms forward and up. Little fingers wrap under. Exhale, sweep the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms forward, palms face up. Exhale, squeeze them back. Last time, inhale, reach them up. Exhale, bring them behind, interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders back and bring the right shoulder to rest on the right knee. Good. Release the head, bring the arms up and off the body. Again, if you're a female and your elbows naturally hyperextend, keep the elbows bent. Take one more deep breath cycle in. As you exhale, release the hands to frame the front foot. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. You can choose to take a vinyasa. You can choose to drop onto the knees and take a cat-cow to reset the spine. You can choose to skip it all out and go straight to a downward dog. Entirely up to you. Take one more breath cycle. And then as you inhale, raise the left leg, pressing back with the heel, keeping the hips level. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Good. Rising onto the fingertips first, pulling the crown of the head forward, so you're really pulling the left hip back, find length in the spine. Lift the belly just off the leg, bring the arms behind. Good. Reach the arms forward, palms face up, really engage the upper back. Exhale, swing the arms back. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms face up. Exhale, behind. One more time, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reach back, interlace the fingers. Left shoulder comes to rest on the knee. If this is too intense, you can always drop the back knee down, it's fine. Arms come up and off the back. Taking one more breath cycle. Release the hands. Good. If you drop the back knee, just gently lift the back knee back up. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. And then slowly lower all the way down to lie on the belly. Next, we're down. Don't get too comfy. Okay, so you're going to take a hold of your different torture device this time. We want your block or your book, depending on whichever you've got access to. Okay, so same again, unfortunately, working into the upper back. I'd like you to bring the block in front of you. I'm going to demo it once because I can't talk it through and demo it. You'll understand why in a minute. You're going to bring your forehead down. Keep the forehead down, don't lift it back up. Use the heels of the hands on the block. So basically, forehead stays down, arms lift up, squeeze the block in for dear life, and raise down. We're going to come up, hold for a full breath in and out, and then take a deep breath in and exhale, come down. And we'll do it twice. I'm not going to do it 3 times because that is intolerable. Okay, when you're ready, pressing down with the forehead, squeeze the heels of the hands, not the fingers, the heels of the hands in, and lift the block up and off. Slowly lower back down. One more time, press the heels of the hands in, press through the tops of the feet, find some engagement in the legs this time too. Lift it up, keep the head down. One more breath in, go a little bit higher. Exhale, flat it down. Good, take a second, by all means bringing the hands underneath the forehead, just pausing for a moment. Good. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Come through tabletop or go straight up and back, find downward facing dog. As you inhale, we're going to raise the left leg higher this time. As you exhale, gaze goes forward, step the foot down between the hands. Making sure knee and ankle are safe, rise onto the fingertips. When you feel ready, we're going to come and find a high lunge, reaching the arms up. Reach the fingertips a little bit higher as you exhale, open and find a warrior 2. So warrior 2, start with the basics always. Roll onto the outer blades of both feet. Sink down into the front knee. Make sure the glutes are engaged and the knee tracks out towards the little toes. It doesn't collapse in. Good. And then gently try and pull the feet as if you were pulling them towards each other. So again, you should feel a bit of a lift through the inner thighs. Arms extend out. Good. Taking one more breath cycle. As you inhale, start to straighten the front leg. Notice if you lock it because it's comfortable, micro bend the knee, draw the quads up, turn the palms forward, reach forward with the front hand, back of the hand comes down. Use that to help push and roll the chest open, roll the top hip open. Top hand comes towards the ceiling. And then imagine that the top hand is pushing into an invisible wall in front of you. So again, you're really firing through the upper back. Staying there with that engagement or bringing the bottom hand forward in front of your face. Maybe sink a little bit deeper over to the side. Keep pushing that top hand forward. And then slowly drop the bottom hand down. Inhale, pull all the way up. Take a deep breath in, cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat, push back, find downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, you might need to bend the knees. We're going to drop down onto the forearms. You can do both together or one at a time. And then imagine pushing the chest through that space. Take 2 breath cycles. You can do it with the knees down, pushing the hips back, it's fine. Take 1 more breath. And then see if you can push down with both hands together and find your way back into a downward facing dog. Good. Okay, swapping sides. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, set the foot down between the hands. Check in, knee and ankle, and when you're ready, inhale, draw the arms high. Reach the fingertips a little bit higher, pull them up, and as you exhale, find that warrior 2 again. Really just make sure the front knee is okay. Keep it pulling out, keep the glutes active, ribcage tucked. Sink down a little bit deeper if you can. Good. And then as you inhale, start to straighten the front leg. Micro bending it so we're not locking the joint, turn the palms forward. Front hand reaches forward and down. Back of the hand engages, pressing and opening the shoulder. Top hand goes up and then imagines it's pushing into an invisible wall in front of you. Keep squeezing the thighs towards each other. Staying there or bringing the bottom hand forward. One more deep breath in. Exhale, gaze goes down. Inhale, pull yourself back up. Exhaling, cartwheeling the hands. Turning onto the ball of the back foot, step the front foot to the back of the mat, drop the knees down. Okay, so there's options for what we're about to do. Option, because some of you have been practicing my intermediate classes for a while. Option number 1 is to go from here, like we did just now, and we're going to drop down together, push the hips back, and then push up, try and do both together. Do a few reps of that. Option 2, Jeff, you're in this category, I would hope. You're going to come down onto the forearms, and then you're going to inhale, shift the weight forward, pick up, find your way straight into a chaturanga. Up and back, normal downward dog. So it's elbows down, forward, chaturanga, up and back. You choose the variation. You want to aim for 3 reps of either. And then when you're done, this is where you're heading. Child's pose bliss. So option 1 is to simply come from here, forearms, and you can do this on the knees and just work on pushing. Option 2, elbows. Weight goes forward, elbows come up, down. Push up and back. Don't leave me hanging, whenever you're ready. Choosing the variation that best serves you. Nice. So many takers for the really hard one. I'm impressed. Good. When you're done, drop onto the knees. Top of the feet, hands come back, forehead rests, arms down by your side. And just come back into the breath for a moment. Noticing how long your inhale and your exhale are taking. Noticing your heart rate,
And just taking a really deep breath, really fill the belly, fill into the upper back. And exhale, empty the belly, empty the upper back down. 2 more breath cycles, staying where you are. I'm just sitting up so I can watch.
Inhale, fill the belly. Imagine breathing into the back, spreading the shoulder blades across the back as you inhale. And as you exhale out, the whole body should feel heavier. 1 more breath cycle. Inhale, fill right up. Exhale, right down. As you inhale, draw the hands in front of you. Good. Bring yourself forward into the tabletop shape. So remember I said that we were going to do those scapular raises and the arms again in the plank. Now is your time to choose. There is no judgment. You want to do it in a tabletop, do it in a tabletop. It's hard enough. If you're doing it in a plank, you're going to walk the feet wide to offer some extra support. Entirely up to you. Honestly, take the version that works for you. These are hard. Okay. Whenever you feel ready, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, try and draw the shoulders towards each other. Drop the chest down into that space. Push down, round through the upper back. Exhale. Allow the chest to fall through the space. Shoulder blades squeeze. Inhale, push up. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, push up. Come to find a neutral position. Push back, find downward dog. Now, we're not going to do both. I'm not a complete sadist. Okay. Inhale, raise the left leg high. Exhale. Gaze goes forward, step the foot down between the hands. Come onto the fingertips. Check knee and ankle are okay. When you're ready, inhale. We're going to reach the arms up overhead. And then we're going to exhale, find that warrior 2 again.
Okay, now we're going to take a hold of your strap. Okay, what I'd like you to do is take it into your left hand, bring it over the top, take a hold of it with the right. Don't walk the hands close together. I mean, you can, but you would regret it.
Elbow wants to come in towards the ear, doesn't want to wing out. Okay. Sink down into the front knee as if you're in a warrior 2. And then I'd like you to bring the strap off the back. So both elbows should be bent. Keep and fix the elbows where they are. As you inhale, start to straighten the top arm. Keep the strap away from the body. Exhale, bend the top elbow, straighten the bottom arm. Inhale, straighten the top. Exhale, straighten the bottom. One more time, inhale, straighten the top. Exhale, straighten the bottom. Good, come and find that neutral position you started with. Straighten the front leg, turn the toes. Okay, so for this one, we should be here, rib cage drawn in, strap away from the body, both elbows bent. You're gonna lean forward, keep the strap off the back. Use that elbow at the front. Shifting the weight into the balls of the feet, making sure the knees are slightly micro bent. 2 more breath cycles. Keep that left elbow as high as you can. Keep the strap away from the back. Good. And then inhale, draw all the way up. Whew, get rid of the torture device. Find warrior 2. Take a deep breath. Cartwheel the hands. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. Your choice. Take a vinyasa, drop the knees, take a cat-cow, or go straight to downward dog. Entirely up to you, it's your practice. Okay. Shifting the weight forward to find a high plank, or dropping the knees down into a tabletop. If you're in the high plank, again, the feet go wide to offer some more support. We're only going to do this once on each side. I would like you, regardless of where the knees are, you're going to pick up the right hand. Keep the hips level. Turn the palm down. Reach the arm forward.
Little finger wraps underneath, palm faces up. Pull the arm up, keep the hips down. And then drop the hand down. Shift the weight across. Pick up the other hand. Make sure the hips don't open, keep them level, shoulders grounded. Arm reaches out and forward. Little finger wraps underneath. Lift the arm higher. Keep the hip down. One more breath in. Hand goes down, push back, downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg high. Exhale, step the foot down between the hands. Good. Check in knee and ankle, and when you're ready, inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, open, find your warrior two. Okay, this is the last little bit of energy you have to give, and we're done. We are just stretching out. Take a hold of it. Okay. Front hand goes overhead. Grab hold with the back. Both elbows slightly bent, pull it away from the body. Sink back down into the front knee, making sure the knee is still pulling out. Good. And then as you inhale, start to straighten the top arm. As you exhale, straighten the bottom. Inhale, straighten the top arm. Exhale, straighten the bottom. Keeping it away from the body. Inhale, straighten the top arm. Exhale, straighten the bottom arm. Find a neutral position, both elbows bent, straighten the front legs, hand the feet. Good. Engage the quads, lift the kneecaps, press the hips back, keep this off the back. Fold the body forward, keep that top arm in line with the head. Squeeze it in, don't let the arm wing out to the side. One more breath cycle. Inhale, slowly come all the way up. Exhale, release. Fine, warrior two. Take a deep breath in. Cartwheel the hands down. Turn onto the ball of the back foot. Step the front foot to the back of the mat. Your choice. Take your last vinyasa or skip it completely and find tabletop, cat-cow, or anything else that fits your body. With your next inhale, slowly ripple forward, find a high plank. And as you exhale, come to lie all the way down on the belly. Okay. We're going to bring the fingers in front of us on the diagonal, come onto the fingertips. Roll the shoulders back. Press down through the fingers and press through the top of the feet to engage the legs. To support the low back and gently lift the chest. Good. As you exhale, we're going to bring the left shoulder towards the middle of the mat. Bend the right elbow, twist towards the right side slightly. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, right shoulder comes down, left shoulder opens. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come all the way down onto the belly and cactus the arms against the ground. Good. So from here, what I'd like you to do is you're going to bend your right knee and draw it up towards your right elbow. So sliding the knee up. That's it. Gaze turns towards the right side. And then I'd like you to bring the right hand slightly closer towards the face. Push through the right fingertips, allow the right knee to draw slightly closer to you and try and roll the right shoulder open. Keeping the left arm in a cactus against the ground. So you should feel slightly more stretched through the front of the left shoulder. If you're not feeling as much as you'd like or you've got a regular practice, you're welcome to bend the left knee and bring it underneath the right so you're now rolling all of your body weight over onto that poor left shoulder. If you're still feeling okay, you're welcome to pick up the right knee and try and drop the right foot behind the body. Keep the right knee pulling up towards the ceiling. Taking 2 more breath cycles, keeping that left arm in a cactus shape behind your left side. Slowly start to straighten the legs. And come to lie back down on the belly. Hands go wide, roll the shoulders back, gently lift. And then exhale, come down. Swapping sides, this time catch just the right arm. Head turns to the left side, draw the left knee up. Left hand comes towards the face, roll the chest open towards the ceiling.
Staying there or bending the right knee, bringing it underneath the left.
Feeling even more of a stretch and sensation through the front of the right shoulder. Staying in either of those options, or by all means, drop the left foot behind you, knee feels up towards the ceiling. Slowly bring the knee back down if you've lifted it. Straighten the legs. Find your way back onto the belly. Hands go wide, rise onto the fingertips, come onto the top of the feet, find engagement through the legs, gently lift the chest. Use my dog. Lower the chest all the way down. Bring hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes. Push up and back. Find your child's pose. Arms stay extended in front of you.
Relax the forehead down, come onto the top of the feet, sink the hips all the way back. And then slowly walk both hands towards the top right corner of the mat. And maybe choosing to stack the left hand on top of the right to find a deeper sense of length along the left side of the body. Notice if the shoulders need to open for that to happen and square them back down. As you next inhale, start to walk both hands back towards the middle. And then walk both hands across to the top left. This time perhaps choosing to stack the right hand on top of left, keep the shoulders level. Inhale, bring the hands in front of you. Draw them back towards you so you come up back to the position that we started with, sitting on the heels. Interlace the fingers in front of you, keep the wrists apart, and just gently start to move all the way through the wrist, moving quite slowly. And then gently start to go the other way. It amazes me how many people have to take a good second to try and work out how to go the other way. Good. Release the hands, shake them out. You can come and sit down on your hip and swivel the legs around. You're welcome to cross the ankles behind you and roll over. Entirely up to you, but find your way into a seated position on the mat. Okay. I'm going to ask you to bring both hands out in front, turn the palms up. Good. Bring your right hand to stack on top of your left. The elbows are stacked, and then bend the arms. Okay. Most important thing is keeping those elbows on top of each other. If the backs of the hands touch, wonderful. If they don't, it really doesn't matter. You want to imagine them coming towards each other. Okay. And then I'd like you to keep the shoulders down. With every in-breath, try and raise the elbows up, even if they move like 0.5 centimeter. And as you exhale, think about pulling the hands away from the face slightly. You should feel this between the shoulder blades. Every inhale, try and raise the elbows up, even if the hands are apart. And as you exhale, imagine pulling both hands slightly away. One more time. Inhale, go up. Exhale, pull the hands out. Good. Release. Circle the shoulders forward. And then swap sides. Extend the arms out. This time left goes on top of right. Bend them again. Again, it might be that the backs of the hands touch. It might be that they don't. Either is fine. Shoulders stay down. Inhale, draw the elbows up. And exhale, pull the hands away. Inhale, the elbows go a little bit higher. One side will be harder than the other. Hands away. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, hands out. Release. Roll the shoulders back. Good. Shake out the arms. And we're going to come down to lie and find a way into Shavasana. So if you've got a scarf and you want to use it to cover yourself to keep yourself warm, or if you want to put on socks, slippers, gloves, hats, whatever else keep on wearing, you're going to walk your feet wide apart. You can choose. You can splat because you've had enough. You can bring your arms in front of you and slowly roll down using your core and trying not to let the legs lift. Entirely up to you. Once you're down, gently bend the knees. Keep the feet mat width distance apart. And then gently drop both knees across to the right side, moving the hands out of the way. Inhale, bring the knees back up towards the ceiling. And exhale, drop them across to the left. Inhale, bring them back up. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees or the shins. Really squeeze yourself up. Notice if one foot wants to slide on top of the other and try and keep them neutral. One more deep breath cycle here. And as you exhale, extend the legs all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Walking the feet mat width distance apart. Bringing the hands down by the side of the body, the palms upturned. Tucking the chin slightly towards the chest to find deeper sense of length along the back of the neck. And closing down the eyes or lowering the gaze. Starting to notice the weight of the back of the heels, the weight of the back of the calves, the back of the thighs. Allow the glutes to soften. Allow the whole of the lower body to really just feel heavy against the mat. Starting to notice the weight of the spine, the shoulder blades, the backs of the arms. Weight with the back of the head and allow the whole upper body to just feel heavy. Coming to just observe your breath as it moves in and out of the body. As you inhale, really start to expand the belly, fill the chest. And as you exhale, empty the chest, gently empty the belly. With your next in-breath, imagine breathing into the width of the mat. Draw the rib cage wide apart as you fill the lungs with air. And as you exhale, imagine drawing the ribs back together towards the spine. Inhale, this time imagine breathing into the back of the body as if you're trying to lift yourself up and off the mat. And as you exhale, empty the whole body back down to rest. Inhaling, fill belly, fill chest, lift up. Exhale, empty chest, empty belly. Inhale, breathe into the width of the body, spread the ribs wide, really fill the lungs across the mat. And exhale, hug the ribs back towards the spine. Inhale into the back of the body, imagine lifting yourself up, fill the shoulder blades, fill that space. Exhale, ground the body all the way back down. And you're just coming to be with your own breath as it moves in, moves out. Slowly start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. As you inhale, if you feel like it, reach the arms up overhead and behind you. Point the toes, really stretch yourself out from end to end. And then gently start to bend the knees, plant the feet. And choosing to roll onto your left or onto your right side. Rolling all the way over onto the hip, bringing one hand under the head to support the neck and the head. And just take a moment to pause lying on your side. Leaving the eyes closed, begin to straighten the top leg. Push down with the top hand. Gently push your way back up to a seated position on the mat. Try to resist the urge to open the eyes. Crossing the legs or finding any other comfortable seat, bringing the hands to wherever they naturally find themselves, thighs, knees, or perhaps in the lap. Taking a really deep breath, fill the belly, fill the chest, lift the collarbones up. Open the mouth, gently sigh the air all the way back out. Inhale, fill the belly, fill the chest, lift the collarbones. Open the mouth, sigh it out. One more time. Inhale, fill belly, fill chest, lift collarbones, hold. Take in a tiny bit more air, open the mouth, really let it all out. And just take the last moment to be with your own breath, drawing up the corners of the mouth, taking a gentle smile and just noticing how it makes you feel. When you're ready, extend the arms out in front of you, rub the hands together to generate some heat. Bring in the fingers over the eyes. Slowly blink the eyes open into the darkness behind the hands. Spread the fingers to let light back in slowly. And then when you're ready, draw the hands down in front of the body. Namaste.
Thanks, guys. You worked so hard. That was not an easy breezy class. I think it's probably up there.
Great.
Session. Yeah, I know.